Hello there, and how are you today? I'm Mr. Bob, and I want to teach you English. So today is all about how do I rank and standardize my lessons? What does a grade 1 lesson look like? And what does a grade 5 lesson look like? And everything in between. And in short, it's all about the CEFR framework. That is the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. In short, it ranks the 22,000 most common words in terms of frequency. Now, I could go on and on and on about this. There's so much more to it than just frequency. That's the real quick and easy answer to give about it. I'm going to show a little bit of each grade. I'm going to give some example vocab and questions at each and every level. I'm going to read a bunch of questions. I'm going to pause at the end of each page. Now, if you can quickly answer all the questions on this page, then that probably is your current level. And when you start to see some questions that are a little bit difficult, that is probably your current level right now. So already we can see how the CEFR scale gets more difficult over time. These are the number of head words that you're expected to learn as we move up and up on the scale. And it looks like a lot. You'd be surprised how quickly you can learn. Now, I do have lessons at the A0 level. This is at the pre-CEFR level before those standards really take place. These are very simple lessons. Just 50 to 90 words long for these stories. These are just basic phonics. We're going to focus on the most common phonics words and sentences in English. And as we move on to the grade 1 level, this is at the A1 to A2 level on the CEFR scale. And this focuses mostly on the simple past, present, and future tenses. We're going to learn the very beginning of verb conjugation, some basic story elements like the character setting and plot. It still stays pretty simple here. Stories might be 90 or 300 words long, and yeah. And then as we move to the grade 2 lessons, this is at the A2 or B1 level on the CEFR scale. Students will already know some things about the progressive aspect, but this is when we really teach the past, present, and future tenses of the progressive. Stories are 150 to 1200 words long. There are 3 types of pronouns that we'll learn here. There are commas, clauses, gerunds, and there are so many types of noun phrases. There are so many ways to make noun phrases. You can do it. There's so much that you can and will learn here. I'm really excited to showing you how my lessons work here. And yeah. And then as we move on to the grade 3 lessons, these are at the B1 or B2 level on the CEFR scale. And this is when we start to learn about the perfect aspect and the past, present, and future tenses. And wow, there's a huge range of lessons here. Stories can be as short as 15 pages or as long as 200 pages. Students will learn about imagery, irony, plot diagrams, and will begin to write literary analysis essays. Wow, there's a huge amount of critical thinking and creative writing that can and will happen here. This is when classes stop looking like ESL lessons and start looking like real English lessons that you might see at any native English-speaking school. I can't wait till you can see all the lessons that I can show you here. I'm so looking forward to it. And then as we move on to the grade 4 lessons, this is when grammar will become less important. Like, yeah, we will learn the perfect progressive aspect in the past, present, and future tenses. Cool. But at this level, you already know so many grammar lessons that instead of focusing on correct English, I want compelling English. Can you make an argument and defend it well? We're going to have a lot of debates, a lot of literary analysis essays, and everything is just going to be much, much more advanced. How well can you defend yourself with your words in so many ways? I love critical thinking. I love creative writing. This is when you really become powerful with your words. And then we're going to the grade 5 lessons. And I don't really feel right calling them grade 5. I should call them level 5 at this time, because really these are like for high school students or like low university level students. I have 2 paths we can take here. The one on the left is more of a TOEFL test prep program, I have made all these lessons to follow the TOEFL test. I know all the different exercises that you will see and be expected to prepare for on this test, and I have included a lot of exercises to prepare you for here. There's reading, listening, speaking, and writing, and all of those become integrated in so many different ways. And in these classes, there are 2 units, 24 lessons per unit, and each unit includes 2 TOEFL-style practice tests where I did everything I could to recreate the TOEFL test. And then if we go to the right side here, this is my advanced readers course. This is based on 9 novels. There are 45 lessons, and these are not made for ESL learners. These are made for American students, so they can be extra hard. I will highlight the most important words that you will need to know from each novel that are most important to the plot points and whatnot. We're gonna have some really deep literary analysis questions and essay writing and creative writing tests here. Again, I really want to just show you some of these questions that are coming up really soon, and that's right around the corner here. So again, I want to ask you many questions. If you can answer them all quickly, this level is probably too easy for you. When you start to see some hard questions, that is probably your current level. Let's begin. What is your name? How are you? What do you see? What can you do? And of course, some good answers would be, I am Mr. Bob. I'm happy. I'm sad. I'm angry. I'm scared. Or even just, I'm fine. Thank you very much. That's always okay. I see a dog. I see a cat. I can sleep. I can write. I can read. Really easy, just like that. At A1, what do you often do at school? What did you do today? What did you eat for breakfast today? What do you usually do with your friend? And of course, I often talk at school. I talk with the teacher. I talk to my friends. I talk to students. Number 2, I went to school today. I ate vegetables. I ate rice. I ate noodles. I ate meat. I usually play with my friends. I usually play outside. I usually play games with my friends. And at the A2 level, what will you do after class? Describe something big and something small. What are they doing right now? How are they feeling? And why? I will write my homework. I will read a book. I will play games with friends. This dog is big. He can catch the ball. The little dog cannot. The giraffe is tall. He can eat leaves. The bunny can eat grass. They are driving a car. The girl feels great. She likes to go fast. The boy feels upset because he is scared. He does not like to go fast. They are trying to do some work in the classroom. The boy who has the orange shirt, he feels bad. He does not like the boy who has the blue shirt because he plays loud music. The boy who has the blue shirt, he is having a great time, but he does not listen to other people. At the B1 level, describe a habit that helps you study better. What is one thing that annoys you when you're trying to concentrate? What kind of planet do you think humans will live on in the future? And why? Describe a situation where someone was being rewarded for doing the right thing. And there are many habits that can help you study better. I like to study in a quiet room. Some people like to listen to good music. Some people like to use flashcards. I see 3 piles of flashcards. Maybe that is for easy words, medium words, and hard words. Flashcards, that's one good way to study. And there are many things that might annoy you when you're trying to concentrate. Loud noises are an easy one. This boy hears loud noises. That makes it difficult for him to work on his homework. Sometimes other people can be loud, and that makes it hard to work on your homework. There are many good answers for this one. Maybe we will live in an awesome future with flying cars and robots that will do everything for us. Yay! And maybe we will have a really horrible future, one where global warming gets really bad and the ice gets really small and the weather is really, really bad and the weather hurts people in so many ways. Oh my! And maybe we will move to Mars. Wow, that could be awesome too. If you could, would you want to move to Mars? And then here she was being rewarded for doing a good job. She was cleaning her park and now it looks beautiful. And the people want to give her a reward for doing a very good job. And then at the B2 level, wow, these questions can get really advanced. Some of them you really need to think for a bit, and that's okay. We can take a little more time to think about these, that's fine. What's one habit that can lessen pollution while driving? If you were given the choice to live on another planet, would you go? And why? What issue do you think has been the most hotly debated from this year? Ooh, I like the spicy questions like that. What's one liberty people in your country don't always appreciate? And again, there are many, many good answers for all of these questions. As we get to higher and higher levels, there are more and more and more good answers. What's yours? What's your good answer? I really want to know how you think. How can we add more to that? First, we can get an electric vehicle or an EV. They do not use gas, so that can help lessen pollution while we're driving. Even if we cannot afford that, if we cannot buy it, just by driving slower, we will use less gas. The people that drive really quickly and do a lot of stop and go driving, they use more gas, they will hurt their car more over the long run, and they will make more pollutions. There's a lot of good reasons why we should drive slower and be safer drivers. And then, if I could live on another planet, that would be really cool if so many things could really happen. If I could bring my family safely and if it was easy to go from here to there. I don't think that will happen in my lifetime. It's a very fun idea to think about. Oh my, there are so many things that you could think about here. And I always want to know, what are you curious about? What do you want to debate about? Whatever you will choose, I will choose the other side. Because I want you to think more about this. If I play the other guy, you will develop a stronger argument to support your original opinions. One idea could be about global warming. Is global warming the #1 problem in the world today, or is something else more important than global warming? And then, what really is the best way to solve global warming? Should we make everybody drive an electric vehicle? Or should we use this other kind of technology? Should we use solar panels or wave technology or geothermal energy? What is the best answer for global warming? And that's just one debate we might have here. One liberty I feel people don't often appreciate enough is the ability to go to school. I think so many people take this for granted, and there are so many people that cannot go to any school. They cannot go to a good school. And I want to help. It is the ultimate long-term good for the world. If you want to influence and save the world in so many big ways, be a teacher today. And as we get to the C1 and the C2 lessons, oh my, there's so much going on in here. Things change. Things are quite a bit different. If you can just answer one of these questions, that's pretty good. There's a lot going on in these questions. All of these questions could easily turn into a debate or an essay. There's so much critical thinking going on in all of them. Let's take a look. A company wants to switch to a 4-day work week without cutting pay or reducing productivity. Predict 2 side effects, 1 risk, and give a rollout strategy. Ooh. A charity can either fund scholarships for students or teacher training in rural areas, but not both this year. Compare the long-term impact, equity, and scalability, then choose which you prefer. Defend your position. What a spicy question right there. A popular article claims AI will eliminate most office jobs within a decade. Identify 2 hidden assumptions that might be going on here. One scenario where this fails and how the world would look different if that doesn't happen. And 1 metric we really should track to see if this really is happening. Well, there are so many things to think about with all of these questions. Let's look at the first one. There are so many different things that could happen. Some effects might include people become happier, become more loyal to this company. I mean, everybody wants to work for a company that only requires people to work 4 days a week instead of 5 days. That sounds awesome, and everybody would like that. People could have more time to focus on their family, on their health, and on being the best person they were always meant to be. One risk to be aware of, well, there can be many risks. Some productivity might slip for a few days or weeks. Some schedules might be difficult to balance. Some employees might work on Friday, some might work on Monday. That could be a little bit of a problem to juggle all those schedules. And a good rollout strategy, well, let's start small and build from there. Let's start with 1 company for a few months and measure and see the effects. If we can manage it well and that company is still able to produce the same results or even more results with a 4-day work week instead of a 5-day work week, then we can try branching out into more areas of the company and see how well this can work. How big this can grow and whatnot. And then the next one is extra spicy too. Should we help students or should we help teachers? I could easily see this going left or right. For me, I'm going to support teachers first because this can scale so much more. 1 teacher can improve the lives of hundreds or thousands of students over the course of their career. The ripple effects of that could be far greater than improving the lives for students. But I could see some arguments focusing on students more. There are so many other jobs than just teachers. If students become doctors, Those teachers need doctors. Those students become soldiers. We need protection for the country. Without soldiers, everything else stops. Without police, everything else stops. There are so many jobs that are critically important for the maintenance of society in so many different ways. I could easily see strong arguments being made for the left or the right here. What's yours? And there's the next one. There's so much to think about with this one. And yes, there are many hidden assumptions with this question. Some of them include that people will not change or adapt. And that's one thing that people are very good at doing. AI will not replace people, but people using AI will replace people that are not using AI. Just like the people who use computers replace the people who do not use computers, or the people that use the internet replace the people who do not use the internet. It is another very new and very powerful tool that is changing the world in radically new ways. And just like certain jobs will be lost, so many more jobs that we can't think of right now will be created in the future. The world is a wonderful place and ripe with opportunity. What opportunities can and will you see in this rapidly changing world that we are moving towards? Some important metrics to track are employment versus productivity. How are the employment levels in a nation doing versus how much are we producing? How much are we hiring people versus just having an AI do that job entirely? And how many people are getting hired because they know how to use and work with AI? Those are some metrics to track as we move towards this brave new world of ours. And then at the C2 level, are arcades a symbol of community or consumerism? Explain your view. You are in charge of a college. Do you allow or restrict AI in coursework when detection is unreliable? Oh. How do you ensure accurate student assessments? Establish criteria that would necessitate a rule change. Oh, what an interesting and spicy question. Define a contested term using two frameworks. For example, fairness, equality, or equity. State criteria for each. Apply them to admissions and justify which prevails under specified conditions. I must admit, I really liked arcades when I was little. It was a good way to create bonds and create a feeling of community as we would work together to fight this shared monster, or even compete to get the highest score at this game or that game. But then that all kind of changed a lot as companies learned that capitalism could monetize joy. And I gotta say, now that I'm older, I have very few adults, friends that would want to go to the arcade. They would usually want to go someplace else for fun and purpose and meaning. My, how the world has changed. They will always have a special place in my heart. But I must admit, there are more important things now in my life. And I really enjoy all the things that I pursue these days. Oh, Nelly, there's a lot in this one. This is the future in so many different ways. It is inevitable. We could try to ban it or restrict AI, but I think such efforts would be futile. We cannot put that genie back in that bottle. Students will find ways to use it. I think our best hope for the future is to teach. Teach them how to use it well and ethically. How can we still encourage students to find strong ethical sources produced by researchers with strong ethical standards? How can we teach students to think like a lawyer and a computer scientist? so that they ask many questions of AI, not just one, and assume they got the best answer from the Oracle of Delphi or something like that. When it becomes impossible to tell whether this essay or this work was produced by humans or AI, or humans using AI, then we might need to switch to performance-based assessment in so many ways, where students need to do this test or do this work in strongly controlled environments. And yeah, that could be in our near future. And then there's a third one, which is extremely open, and we'll talk about why pretty soon. So it suggests this one term of fairness, and let's think about it in terms of equality or equity. What does it mean to be fair? What does that term even mean? Well, if you think about it in terms of equality, we might just think same, same, same. Same homework, same test, same teacher, same time, same resources, same, same, same. But a person who knows about equity might argue that is not fair because there's so much more to consider with each and every student. We need to think about the socioeconomic background of students. Does this student have disabilities? Did this student come from a really difficult background? Is this an ESL student? In each of these cases, it might make sense to give this student more time or more help because of their background. And that's just one way we could look at this. And another way we might look at this is the term of success. What does it mean to be successful in life in so many ways? One way we might think of it is in terms of achievement. We did this. We made this thing. We passed this test. We fixed a car. We made this money. We reached some goal that we set out to achieve. And another way to look at it might be in terms of improvement. We started at a lower level and we increased by so much. We started at a low level on the mountain and then we got to a much higher point on the mountain. And maybe we're still not at the top of that mountain, but we still can call ourselves or our students successful if they have improved by certain measurable ways. And yeah, that's just one more way that we might think about this prompt as well. And yeah, those are just a few of the conversations that can and will occur in my classes. And I know what it's like. I know what it's like in so many other schools and classrooms in so many ways. I've been doing this for over 10 years. My goodness, it's probably closer to 12 years now. Oh my goodness, how time flies in so many wonderful ways, of course. At other programs, you could have huge classrooms in physical brick and mortar classrooms and even in online classrooms. I have worked with online classrooms where there are 30 or more students in an online classroom. That's kind of nuts. I was able to make it work, but oh my, there is no personalization there. There might be one super smart kid, and good for her. The teacher always calls on her. She's the great example, and good for her. For that other person in the back there, sorry, you're out of luck in so many ways. There are so many things that can be confusing with no explanation. Just why? Why are we learning this rule? Why are we learning this grammar lesson today here? There are so many programs that don't even know the CEFR scale. There are just random words that are super rare and the program doesn't even know it. And with my classes, you will get private one-on-one classes. You will get lessons personalized to your students' level, needs, and interests. You will get clear, concrete explanations with many examples for everything. I am from America, so you will learn to think like a native speaker from America. You will get vocab and grammar built to fit strict level appropriate standards. There are so many reasons why I love my lessons and why I love my job. I did say I most often teach one-on-one classes, but there are many parents and students that have friends and they really like to have a class with 2 or 3 students, and that is fine, that is great. And so many times it can be better to have 2 or 3 students share the same classroom. If you share the same classroom, then you share the same price. And if you share a group of 5, then the price will be even more affordable to everybody. That is only and always if you want to. I will never force you into a group with many students unless you specifically want it and ask for it. I always care about you, and I want to give you the best class experience that I possibly can. And yeah, thank you again for your time. It was truly a pleasure. I am surprised myself by how long this video turned out, but thank you for staying until the end. If you have any more questions, please send me a message. Click the link below or send me a message here or there. I really want to know more about you. What questions do you have? What do you want to know about our classes? Please send me a message and I would love to get in touch with you personally. How could today be even better? Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.